All right, here we go. Core and back on a Monday night. Hope you're appreciating my 4th of July colours that I got going here. Happy 4th. Hope you all had a good weekend. Let's break it up and reach it up tall. So palms facing up and overhead, reaching, fingers clasping, tall as you can. You're going to swoop it down into a big plie squat. Let's go down. Breathe it out as you come down. Arms come up behind your back, your neck, and down. And up it goes. Reach. Down it goes again. And up. Nice. One more of these. Swooping it up. Arms reaching up and overhead. We're going to take it around in a big circle now. Again, breathing it out. Let's swing it over, alternating sides. 2 more of these. And up it goes again. Arms coming out to the side. Out it goes. Roll those shoulders back. Hands swooping around your thighs. For 3, 2, and 1. I'm just not sure if this is going. Yes, it is. All right, here we go. Up we go again. One last time. Hands coming out to the side. All the way up and overhead. Palms facing forward, and you're going to swoop it down by your side. Weights on your heels as you come down. Breathe with it. 2. And last 1. Breathing it out as you come down. All the way up and overhead. Hands out to the side and back behind. Let's take these arms up. Reach them up tall. You're going to take it down into a W, all the way down, elbows coming down behind your ribs. Let's bring it out in front of you as well. Forearms touching, palms touching. Bring it up and overhead again and down into that W. So you're doing a beautiful back stretch here. Forearms, elbows come together. Reach it up again. One last time. Breathing it out as those elbows come down behind. So all the way back as far as you can. Bring it in. And then up and overhead. Hands swooping down all the way out to the side and back behind. Let's roll those shoulders again. For 3, 2, and 1. Bring those arms up. This time round, your feet going wide, feet are parallel together, parallel to each other. You're going to touch it down, hand to opposite foot. And then elbows bend and hands come down behind your neck to open it up. You're feeling this in your hammies. Your back, your glutes, both legs are straight at this point. A little pulse down as you touch that opposite foot with your hand. There we go. 1 more of these, and then let's bring it up. And now you'll take it down with 1 bent leg, 1 straight leg. Hands touching up and overhead again. A little pulse, staying down for just a moment. Make sure you bend that 1 leg as deep as you can so you're feeling that stretch on that inside thigh. Opening up those hips. Reach it up. Good. Let's do 1 more of these each side. And then we'll take it into a reverse lunge. Over it goes. Bring it up again. Hands swoop down. 1 foot goes behind the other. Try and line them up as much as you can. You're bringing yourself down into your reverse lunge. Push it back. Palms facing away from each other. Drop that back knee down. Open up that chest. You've got 5, 4, 3, that's it, 2, and 1. Let's bring it up. Knee driving up, over and across your body, and then we'll come over to the other leg, elbow over. It's a little stretch here. And then take it off to the other side. Here we go. Leg goes back, drop it down, bring it up. What am I doing? Down. Foot stays right where it is for 5, 4, weights on the heel of that front foot. 2, and 1. Let's take it all the way down. Knees dropping down to the ground now. Toes tucking back under. You're going to lean yourself back. Squeeze that glute. Feel that hip flexor stretch. Now lean forward into it. Weight stays on the heel. The heel of that front foot doesn't come up. And then as you come back, squeeze that glute again of that kneeling leg. Straight back, in line with that leg. Come forward again. And then all the way back, squeezing that glute. Take these arms out to the side, and you're going to take it down to the inside of the left hand goes to the inside of the right foot, or the other way around, and reach it up tall, looking past your fingers to the ceiling. Come tall to center, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So hand coming down to your heel, reaching it up. Come back to center, we'll do that one more time. Bring the torso back a little bit more. And then hand comes to your heel as close as you can, reaching it up. Off to the other side. There we go. Nice. Hands out to the side. Bring yourself up to standing. Knee raise it up. Bring yourself up. There it is. Knee raise up and over. And then we'll bring the other knee down and do that same rotation. So other knee comes down, all the way down. Bring yourself back. You're going to squeeze that glute first. Get your balance. And then lean forward into it. You're going to feel that stretch in your Achilles. Keep that heel down. And then slowly, slowly, slowly come back as you squeeze the glute. Feel that hip flexor come on. Forward again. So slowly back. Breathing out as you come back. Release out of the glute as you come forward. And then last one. Come on back. Tuck that little tailbone under to get that extra stretch in your hip flexor. Then release out. Hands coming out to the side. And bring your hand down to the inside of that foot. Reach it up. Come up tall, hands out to the side, and then off you go to the other side. Tall back again. Hand coming down to that heel, as close to the heel as you can. Nice. And then other side. One last time. And then coming, arms out. Slowly bring yourself up to standing. And again, raising these knees up. Take them over and across your body. A little bit wider with those feet this time. Elbows coming over to your knee. Just rainbowing those arms over. So, nice. Couple more of these each side. And then we'll keep going with those hips. Open them up with a little hip opener. Okay, back on up to center. There we go. Knees coming up and around across your body. Let's take it out in both directions. So across. And then out and in. Stay on the same leg. Bring it as high as you can. For 3. I need some more air conditioning in here. 2. Good. Balance going. Cores on. 1. Switch it off to the other side. Take it out and round as wide as you can. 4. 3. You got it. 2. Nice. Nice standing strong leg. Good. Last one. And 1. All right. Knees come out. Over. Across your body again. Let's take those feet down. Plant them. We're going to start on one side now. So this time around, you've got that reach and knee drive coming up. Okay. We're going to stay on the same side. We're going to do about 15 reps on one side, getting right into it. So reaching it up tall and then bring it over. Toes taps out to the side. Planted foot doesn't move. The weight's on that foot pretty much the whole time. This other toe's just tapping down. Bring it out and up. There. Let's do 10 more. Get as much of a rotation as you can. 8. Good. 7. Weight stays on that standing leg. 5. Good. 4. Swoop it over with those arms. 3. 2. 1. Bring it back to center. Arms reach up and over. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Over it goes. Tapping that foot out to the side. 5. Nice. 10 more. Swoop it over. 9. 8. 7. 6. Awesome. Get as high as you can with that knee. Elbow coming over. 2. Last one. And back on up to center. Arms reach out to the side. Let's shake those arms out. Shake those legs out. All right. Let's take your arms up. You're coming to the end of the mat now. Your next little warm-up is that lovely flow that has you hinging back, knee driving it forward. So reaching it up, reaching forward, nice straight back, nice straight legs, hands come down to the floor. And you'll slowly, slowly walk yourself down into your high plank. Set yourself in your plank. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your quads, push back on those heels. You've got one knee drive in, hinge it back. Other knee drives in. Now knee drives out to the side. Toe taps down to the floor. Hinge it back. Other one comes out. And then the third time round, you've got knee coming across your body. under your body, toe tapping to the other side. Push it back into your down dog. Come forward again. Let's do that one more time. Redrive through, push it back. Redrive. All the way out to the side as far as you can, knee coming past that elbow. And then knee touches the opposite elbow. And push it back into your down dog. Let's slowly walk your hands back on up to standing. Nice straight legs here, straight back. And bring yourself all the way up. And away you go. Oh, nice warm up there, huh? Okay, grab a sip of water if you need it. I'm going to turn my air conditioning down just a little bit. There we go, that should work. Okay, let's get back into your reverse lunge. This time round, you're going to stay on one leg. You're going to take a rotation. You're going to knee drive it up. So you move here, back in that same position you were before where both knees are at 90 degrees. When you're down, knees just hovering off the ground and then pushing it back. So rotate off to the side of the knee that's in front and drive that knee up. There it goes. Keep your balance here. Here it is. Breathing out as you come up, bring those hands back nice and low, pushing down behind so you feel that stretch. Biceps get a nice stretch out here. You've got 5 more on this side. 4, 3, balance. There's 2. There's 1. Last one. Then let's drive it up and off we go to the other side. Ready? Down it goes. Rotate. Bring it up. Keep those elbows about shoulder height if you can. Nice. Oh, losing my balance. Hands pushed back. Don't forget to breathe. Got 3 more. 2. There it is. Last one. And up it goes. Knee drives up and across your body. Oh, all right. You're going back down to the mat again. This time around, you'll stay down there instead of hinging back each time. So come on down. That 3-way knee drive again. Let's do 3 rounds of it. Knee drive into the center. Knee drive out to the side. Cross your body. Then you get the hinge back. Push it back. Let's go again. Nice strong plank, beautiful set with your back, your glutes, shoulder blades. Last time, drive it through, drive it out, and then across your body. Take yourself down into your plank, hold your plank here, shoulder blades pinch, hold, 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 push back on those heels, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your quads. Hold a little bit more, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees down to the floor, take yourself back into your child's pose stretch, reaching those hands out as far as you can in front of you. We're not quite done with plank things. This time round, going to hit those obliques, so you'll get back into your plank, and with that leg, it's coming through the center, coming out to the side, and then back. Doesn't come onto the ground. Okay, a little bit more challenging. You've got a high plank with a knee off to the side. Got it? Got about 5 of these each side. So if I come in this direction, it comes through the center, comes out to the side, reach it out for 5, 4, 3, good, 2, 1. Don't come down to your knees, just switch your feet and off you go to the other side for 5, 4, 3, 2, holding your plank at the end of this. 1, bring that foot down and hold. Push back on your heels, shoulder blades pinch just a little bit and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees come down, push down into your child's pose. All right, that got your hips sorted, didn't it? Hinging back and forth for just a moment. And then we're coming back into a plank, but we'll be in a low plank this time around. Push back on those heels and let's get a little stretch on the bottom of those feet. I love this little rocking back and forth movement. It feels so good for your back. So come on back to center. Take hands down, arms down. One leg goes back, push back on that heel. Other leg comes up and then sink yourself down into a beautiful low plank. Push back on those heels as far as you can. Scoot them back just a little bit further, so now your elbows in front of your shoulders. You're going to hinge back and forth with this. So I want your elbows right in front of those shoulders to start, and then come all the way to your toes, forward. Pull in that belly button, your core is on, your glutes are on, everything's tight. You've got 5, 4, come all the way to your toes, 3, and you'll hold a plank at the end of this, 2, 1, hold it, hold it, hold it. Get yourself set again. Squeeze those glutes. Quads are on. Belly button's in. Shoulder blades pinched down. Hands are parallel to your elbows. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop those knees down to the floor and take another little stretch and reach. Okay, your next one, your scapular push up. So shoulder blades pinching. I'm going to run off and get a towel. Give me just a second. I'll be back. There we go. I've totally got the red, white and blue thing going on, haven't I? Sweet. Okay. Down again, onto your forearms. That's better. Push back on one heel. Other foot comes back. Glutes on. You're slowly dropping that chest down to the ground and then pushing shoulder blades away from each other. And up and down. There we go. That's it. As much movement as you can in those shoulder blades. Butt doesn't move. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold it, hold it, hold it. Squeeze those glutes again. Quads are on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One knee drops down. Other one comes down. Back into your child's pose. Next move, side plank reach, and a little hip raise, and then we're going to put all those 3 things together. So you're down in your low plank again. You're going to reach it up tall. Make sure those hips are up, your feet are stacked if you want them to be. You're going to swing it forward to center, reach it up to the other side, get that hip raise up as you come up, and then slowly bring it off to the other side. So try and stack those feet each time. Squeeze your glutes so they're in line. Everything's in alignment. Slowly back to center. Stack those feet again. Reach that arm up. It's 2 of 5. Hips stay high. 3. Core's on. Oh. It's a little harder with your feet stacked. If you want to take one foot in front, you absolutely can. I prefer you didn't. Feet go wider. Looks like that. It's 4. Reach it up, hips go up. Last one. Off it goes. And then back to center and hold again. Bring those feet closer together. Push back on the heels, squeeze your glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down to your child's pose. Okay. Let's put that whole circuit together, shall we? So you've got some knee drives. You've got your high-low planks, your side reaches, all of that stuff going in together. So you're going to start with a high plank, coming in through the center with the knees. The knee drive comes through, forearms come down, out to the side, across your body, then you're back down again for your saw, your scapula, and then your reach, and your reach. So 5, 6 different things all together, 3 times around. See how long that takes you, shall we? Nice. Try and get that knee as far out to the side, your elbow past your elbow, driving it out, and then across, come on down. Saw plank. Scapular push-up, stack those feet, over it goes, hips raise high, and then come back up to your high plank, knee drive, knee drive, low plank, up to the side, back to high plank, and across, and then your last 3 moves down in your low plank. Back up again, here's the last one. Drive, drive, lead with the other hand to come down, if you remember, and the other hand to come up, and down. Saw, scapula, side plank with a hip raise. Come on down to your child's pose stretch and rest. Once you've done those 3 times round. Oh, felt that. Lovely. Grab a sip of water if you need it. Where is my water? And then we'll come on down onto your backs. So coming sideways down, and then give those shoulders a bit of a rest. Get some abs on, shall we? So down you go. Knees are up, feet are down. Slowly, slowly take yourself all the way down to the floor. Reach those arms out overhead. We're going to do some big swoops around. Palms facing down under by your hips. Hands are up, palms facing up. Fingers touch overhead. Knees are up for this one. You're going to connect your back with it. You know the drill. As your hands are up, your back is arching, shoulder blades pushing into the mat as your butt is, and then slowly, slowly push that back into the mat and get those abs on. Let's do one more swoop. Up and over, fingers touching, hands come down by your side. As your back pushes in, your knees are coming up to 90 degrees. You're going to hold this position here. All right, let's push those knees a little further away from your chest. Try and keep those abs on by keeping your back jammed into the mat. You can slide your fingers underneath if you need a little bit of push down on those fingers to feel how hard you're doing this. And you're slowly bringing one knee. Foot goes down. You've got your happy bugs. Once you feel where that back is, you can bring those hands up and overhead. Let's start swooping them out to the side, opening up that chest. So hands coming out to the side, palms facing down. So you're getting a beautiful chest opener here as those heels drop down to the ground. You've got 10 more. 9, that's 10 each side. There's 8. Breathe out as you come down with that foot and those hands. If you feel that your back is raising up, you can just take a reset, bring it up, breathe, lower back pushes back on again, and set back into it. I'm calling that 5. 4, 3, 2. Further away the knees are from the chest, the harder it is. Make it work. Last ones, and then you bring your knees into your chest, hands coming in behind those knees. Hug it in, rock it side to side. Let's bring those feet down, knees are still up, hands are off to the side, and you'll slowly drop your knees off to one side. Quick stretch for those abs. A little rotation. Lovely on your lower back too. Feet and knees are together. One more of these each side. And then those feet are coming back up again, 90 degrees. So set yourself in center. Hands can be down at 45 degrees. Feet come up to 90. You're doing slow wipers. So we'll start with our knees bent. Knees coming off to the right side. Breathe it out. Breathe in as you come back to center. Jam that lower back into the mat when you're at center. And then drop your knees off to the other side. They're not going to touch the floor, but you're going to keep your ankles and your knees together, and every time you come back to center, you're going to push that back into the mat. Bring the knees a little further away, straighten your legs out just a little bit more. Push the back in. You've got 5 more of these in each direction. Straighten the legs out if you want to. Try and keep them low to the ground, but make sure every time you come back to center, your back pushes into the mat. There's 3. There you are. Keep on going. Straighten those legs out a little bit more. Keep them as low as you can. If you're up here, that's absolutely fine, but your objective is to try and keep them as low as you can and hit those lower abs. I think we've got a couple more to do, haven't we? Low as you can. Straighten the legs out now. That's it. One more. Jam that mat back into the mat and center. And done. Knees hug into your chest again. Oh, that felt good. Let's take one leg long, one knees hugging into your chest. Other leg goes long. Drop that heel, calf all the way down to the floor. One more of these in each direction. And then we're coming into some frog swimmers. You're still on your back. Your legs are still up in the air. Okay, a little reset if you need it. Feet come down, knees are up. And then slowly bring those knees back up. Feet are at knees are at 90 degrees. You're going to start bringing those legs out long and low, and then slowly legs come out to the side and frog swimmer it around in a great big circle. Wide as you can. That's it. And as low as you can. You've got 5, 4, breathing with it, 3. When you get to 1, you're going to change direction without a break, because you can. That's it. 1. Knees come into the chest, and slowly, slowly change directions, and away you go again for 5, 4, 3, whoa, 2, feeling it, 1, and rest. Feet come down, knees are up. Let's take a little arch in your back so your shoulder blades are pushing down. You've got this big arch in your lower back here, and then stretching these abs out, and then slowly, slowly bring it down back into neutral spine. Don't need to push it down too far here. So it's a lying cat-cow stretch, if you think that's what you're doing with this one. So your back comes back to neutral spine, pushes in just a little bit, and then arching it up. One more time. Okay, we've got one more lying ab thing to do here. We're going to straighten the legs out now. So bring them in, and then slowly bring them up and overhead, pulling in behind those calves. Nice and straight. Get those legs straight, and then let's flex and point those feet. We'll stretch up here, see if you get a little bit more of a stretch in those hammies and calves. And we're coming down into scissors. So our scissors are going to start with leg drops. So hands coming out to the side. To start with, let's drop one leg down at a time, nice and straight, with both one leg at a time. Take it down as far as you can with that lower back still staying on the mat. That's it. Slowly drop it down. As you go through this, I want you to change the angle, your starting and finishing point here. So starting straight up and overhead, not so challenging. If you drop those legs down, knees still stay straight, you're at about 45 degrees now, lower back stays on the mat. Your leg drop starts and finishes at 45 degrees. You've got 5, bring those legs down a little lower, knees are straight. Flex those feet. There's 3, 2, 1. Your resting point is going to be your legs up and overhead. So let's bring them both back up again and hug in behind those calves. It's not really a hug, your legs are still straight. You got it. Okay, let's take those legs down straight again. This time round, get to about a 60-degree angle. You're coming out to the side with them. So you've got a scissor out to the side. You're alternating legs, going one over the top of the other. Nice straight legs. Try and find your spot, your lowest point where your back stays on the mat. Stay down here for 2 in each direction. When your abs are firing, then take it up just a little higher for 2, and then come back down again for 2. You've got 3 more rounds of this. Bring it back up again. 3. Down. 1 and 2. Bring it back up. 1 and 2. And down. We can do one more, can't we? Let's take it up again one last time. 1 and 2, and then down low. Last ones. 1 and 2, and bring those knees into your chest and rocking it side to side, hugging it in. Let's take one leg long again and hug it in, and then you'll drop your knee close to your body, or as close as you can, pushing down on the outside of that knee, opening up that hip, and then bring it into your chest, and then switch it up to the other side. There it goes again. Other leg, hug it in, and then drop it out to the side. Right. Okay, bring yourself up to seated. Oh, find your way up. Grab some water if you need it. Cross the legs, because that feels really good. and then you're going to take yourself sideways and we'll start working on your back. So back extensions, I'm going to add some push-ups into these things too by the time we get to the end of it. So you're lying on your belly, your legs are out in front of you. No, where are they? Your arms are out in front of you, legs are out behind you. Sorry. Arms are out in front. Let's take it all the way down. Rocking those hips side to start with. Easing that lower back out. And then when you're ready, I want you to get those palms of your hands pushing down into the floor, and then slowly bring those glutes on. Up they go, knees come up, feet come up, palms pushing into the floor. You can bring the hands a little closer so that you can get that chest up. Chest comes up, glutes are on, hold it here. You're going to feel that stretch for your abs. And this back extension, squeeze a little harder. You're holding for 3, 2, 1. Reach it out and down, rocking those hips side to side. Okay, next time around, your hands are coming up off the floor. Let's go, glutes come on, feet, knees come up, hands come up off the floor. Look right down in front of you so your neck's not cricked with this one. Palms facing, and then slowly, let's bring the elbows back. Hands are about 4 inches off the ground. Squeeze your glutes a little harder, shoulder blades pinch and hold for 3, 2, 1. Reach it out again, long, hold it, and rest it down. Rock your hips side to side. We've got one more time with just like that with the elbows bent, and then something slightly different to finish up. So get those glutes on, squeeze them. Your heels will come in just a little bit as you do this. You're pushing that pelvis right into the floor. Hands come up again, look down in front of you. Elbows bend back, palms facing down, fingers are spread. Shoulder blades come back a little bit more. Glutes squeeze more and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach those arms out long. Keep them out off the floor. And come on down. Rock those hips side to side. Heels rocking side to side as well. Okay, last time around, let's fly with it. So arms stay straight with this one. Bring those arms out to the side and then slowly swoop them back. Palms facing up. Glutes are on. Up you go. Chest comes up a little bit more. Hold it up here, hands coming up as high as you can, shoulder blades pinch, holding it for 3, 2, 1. Arms come slowly out, palms facing down now. Let's reach it out long, palms facing together, thumbs are up. Look down in front of you, glutes are still on, a little bit harder. You're holding, arms off the floor, hands off the floor for 3, 2, 1, and down. And rest. Okay. Push yourself back into a little child's pose stretch, and we're going to add some push-up, back extensions with a push-up into this one. One of my favourite moves. Okay, so lower yourself back down to the floor on your knees, all the way down, elbows bent back. So you've got your reach out, feet are off the floor, then toes tuck under, hands come by your side like a grasshopper. Breathe out. Come on up to a full push-up, slowly lower yourself all the way down to the ground, reach it out again. So glutes, back is on, and then take it into the push-up. You're going to get some pace with this one. Let's go for it. You've got at least 5 of them. If you want to be like Laurie, you can do it on 1 foot. Okay, thanks. Let's up the challenge. Fine. So Laurie's got 10. She's going to do 5 with 1 foot. And then she's going to switch it. Off to the other foot. Silly, you can do it too. Over it goes again. So push up. Feet come off the ground. 4. Spread those feet if you want, actually, if you've crossed them. Couple more. And down. And rest. Awesome. Let's come back up to your knees and hinging back and forth again. Toes tucking under. We're coming back to sit on your butt. We're not lying on the floor this time around though. You're going sideways, but we're getting back to abs, aren't we? Sip of water if you need it. And then let's come over with your hands behind you. Fingers facing forward. Open up that chest. A little Water break here, and then when you're ready, you're going to lean back, shoulders come back, core is on, abs are on, knees come up, feet come up, and then slowly reach those legs out long and bring the knees all the way into your chest, into your chin as high as you can. Breathe it out as your knees come in the hard part of the movement. Ankles and knees are together. 10, let's get some power with it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly, slowly hold it out and then bring those legs down. Let's roll off to one side and do that. So now your knees are coming out to one side. You're leaning back. If you're leaning over to the right, you've got more weight on that right hand. So off it goes. Now you're hitting those left obliques. Same thing, ankles and feet stay together. Knees bend in, lean it back, bring it in for 10, 9, 8. When you get to the end of these, you're going to flick it over to the other side without resting. There's 6, there's 5, 4, 3. Bring those knees up high. Breathe it out. 2, 1. Flick it to the other side. Away you go. Weights on your left side now. And over you go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. You're not done yet. Bonus round. Let's go back through the center again. High. Legs are straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you're done. Oh, that felt good, didn't it? Okay, right. This time around, your hands are coming up off the floor. So let's hug those knees into your chest. Your feet are coming up. You're coming out. Straight arms, straight legs. Hug it in. Little hug to start with. Little break. And then we'll take the hug out of it and just tap. Ready? For 10, 9, back is straight, 8, 7, 6, 5, good, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hug it in. One more time around. This time you've got one leg at a time. So one leg goes out, and I've got to coordinate myself here. 1, 1, 2, 2. It was what it looks like. 3, 3. If you're feeling this in your hip flexors, you're going to put one foot down on the ground each time. If it feels okay and your abs are firing and your hip flexors are not, then keep on going with your feet off the ground. 4, 5, 4, 3, nice, 2, oh my gosh, 1, and bring it in. Oh, felt that. Okay, grab a sip of water. You're coming back over to get a little stretch for those obliques. You're almost done. So take yourself back down onto the floor again. Arms are long, knees are up, and then slowly, 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 let's take those feet down long as you can. Legs are straight. Then knees come back up again, hands coming out to the side, and you'll drop yourself off with the knees onto one side and hands off to the other. Head off to the other. If it goes again, you should feel a lovely stretch all the way along your side of those obliques, abs. One more each side. Turning that head, and over you go. All right, we are not quite done yet. So we're going to come up to a bear stance. We're going to do some bear crawls to finish up. So bring yourself up to seated, and then off to your side. Over you go, on your hands and knees. Let's see what we got with this one. Okay, so bear crawls back and forth, nice and slow, and then we're going to do the kick-outs to go with it. All right? Move this thing out of the way. So toes tuck under. Your knees are off the ground. Back is nice and straight, so you're not rounded like this. Straighten it out. Alternating opposite hand and foot moves at the same time. Let's go 4 paces, so 2 hands each direction. Objective here is to keep those knees as low as you can. Back is straight. Your knees are hovering just an inch or two off the ground. That's it. Keep it going. You've got one more forward and back. Try and coordinate those hands and feet. Nice and slow. Don't get a rest here. Come back to the center of your mat and hold, 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 hold. Straighten that back out. Now let's kick that leg off to the side. First time round, hand comes up, foot comes out to the side, foot comes to the floor. Swing it over, alternating sides, opening up that chest. The knees stay as low as you can to the ground. When you come through to the center, square up that back, but the knees don't touch the ground. 2, open it up. 1 more each side. And back over to center. A little rest. Knees come down. You've got 1 more round of this. Push back into your child's pose. Back and forth. You've got 5. Let's do 3 in each direction. You know, your 4 paces. And then next time round with your knee kick out, you're going to take hand over to that foot, okay? Alternating sides. 5 of them on either side. So set yourself, toes under. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1 of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. 2. Knees low. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come back to center on the mat. Square yourself up. And let's take that hand over to the foot. That's it. There's 1. Swing it over. As you swing it through, keep those knees low, back is straight. 2, 3. 2 more to go. Each side, nice. Last one. Center, and slowly bring yourself down to the floor. Woo! There it is. 45 minutes of core. Let's take a stretch, shall we? So you're going to stay here, hands and knees. You're going to bring 1 knee forward. You're in a hip flexor stretch here. You're in a pigeon. So decide where you want to be with this one. How far down you want to come. Down onto your forearms if you can. Take a little swing off to the side of the kneeling bent leg if that feels okay for your knee. Otherwise, stay up a little higher. If you have any knee issues, you want to stay high. Back to center. Let's take it off to the side. Where are we going to go with this one? Off to the side with your frogs before we jump into the other side. So your frog stretch comes down into your child's pose. Your toes are pointing out, your feet are wide. That's it. And then off to the other side with the other leg coming through. The other leg goes back. Let's go in this direction, shall we? Foot's right in front of that, in that groin. And then come on down. Reach it out as long as you can, taking the position that feels comfortable for you. Glutes, hip flexors, for fullness. 1 more breath with this. When you're ready, come on back up, and you've got 1 more frog again, so toes pointing out if that's comfortable for you, and then slowly sink down into it, opening up those hips, push your butt back towards your heels. And then slowly bring yourself forward and out of it. Hands coming up together. And then take your 1 last stretch with that child's pose and a little variation with it. So we're going to take your left elbow to your left knee and then swing that right arm over. Get that stretch all the way along your back. Looking past your shoulder. Walk those hands all the way forward to center and across. Take it off to the other side. You can bring your feet a little wide, knees a little wider if that feels comfortable. Sinking into it. Then reach out right in front of you. Looking down. Heads down if you want it to be. And then bring yourself up to all fours. You've got a cat-cow stretch. So tuck those toes under. Knees right under those hips, hands under your shoulders. Breathing in as you come up with your head, arching your back, and then slowly, slowly breathing out. Push those palms into the floor. Shoulder blades push away from each other as you breathe out. And one more, breathe it in. Next up, looking up to the ceiling. And then breathe it all the way out again. Down. Back up to neutral spine. And then let's drop one arm down. And you're getting a stretch in that upper back. Looking past that shoulder. All right. Back up to center. Off you go to the other side. And then center it. I'm going to finish off with a couple of head turns. So looking down right in front of those fingers and between your thumbs. And then slowly, slowly breathe out and take that head turn off to the side. Eyeballs follow, looking over your shoulder. Arms are nice and straight. And then breathe out again. Breathing in then as you move, and then breathe out as you turn off to the side. Midline to start with. Off you go again. Back is nice and straight. It's all coming from your neck. Over it goes. And then slowly back to center. Now look down to your knees. And then up. Make this one come from your neck and not your back with that cat-cow, but you're looking up. And all the way down. One more. And then slowly, slowly take your weight into your toes. Bend those knees. You're in that bear stance again. You're coming up to a down dog. Slowly straighten those legs out. Heels push down to the ground. You're in a beautiful down dog, and you're going to slowly bend one leg, straighten the other before we come up to standing. Feel that stretch all the way from your calves, hammies, glutes, back, shoulders. Square it up, both heels come down, drop those shoulder blades down, chest dropping towards those toes, and then slowly walk those hands all the way up to your feet. Nice straight back, bend those knees slightly, and then slowly roll yourself up, all the way up to standing. There we go, arms reaching up and overhead, fingers clasping, swoop. Stretch to one side first, and then we'll swoop it over in a big circle. So around you go, breathing it out as you come down. There's one, two more. Last one. And all the way back up tall, arms out wide, and back. And done. There you have it. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy your evening, and we'll see you again.